Are they going to turn TikTok into the RNC? No. But is TikTok going to be leaning more to protect conservative voices than it otherwise would? Yes. And now David Ellison's talking about buying CNN to own both CBS and CNN. Same thing. Dan Pfeiffer worked for Barack Obama. He's part of the Pod Save America fellas. He wrote in his Substack today how alarming this is. Did not write with much of a sense of irony. How alarming, he said, that you now have CBS and X in control of Trump allies, and maybe soon coming, TikTok and CNN. Can you imagine one party having to fight out things in the national town square in political elections if big media organizations were controlled by the other side? Can you imagine how painful that would be? Yes, you can, because that's what conservatives have dealt with now for decades. It's an incredible moment, and don't think this stuff's happening by accident. Donald Trump wants to change the balance of power, and there are people around him who I've been talking to report out on this. They don't call themselves suckers, but they do look at the first term and say, man, we left a lot of stuff in place. Media, universities, law firms, corporations. We let a lot of stuff in place where we were fighting with one hand or both hands tied behind our back. And now they're using the leverage they have. I don't love some of this, but if you're just talking about raw power and you're talking about fairness, these Democrats like Dan Pfeiffer, who are concerned that their side is losing control of some of these organizations, they're right to be concerned, but they would do better. They want to have the trust of the public to acknowledge that they benefited from this exact thing overwhelmingly. And for a large part of their monopoly, there was no media. There was no digital media. So when they controlled ABC, CBS, NBC, the New York Times, the Washington Post, Time, and Newsweek, they controlled a lot of stuff. Their power is diminished,